Today we went to Bowman Bay here in Deception Pass, and we were going to do a little hike around the bay and go up to a point. And we were lucky enough to see some signs for a kayak tour.
There was a lot of cars sitting there with kayaks.
Yes, a ton of cars.
Mounts. The kayaks were on the lake or ocean.
Yeah. Anyway, we decided to do the kayak tour, and there we are, all dressed up, and there's our whole little group. There were 11 of us, and then the guide, so 12 total. There's Raymond and his little kayak, matching his kayak almost.
It's trying to be camouflage.
How'd that work out?
That's the first time I put on a skirt on the kayak and trying to keep the water out from getting wet, but I liked it. Then I got a rudder. First time I ever had a kayak with a rudder.
Yeah, he told the guy that was cheating.
That's cheating.
So it was about an hour and a half long kayak trip, and it was a good time. We enjoyed it. There's me paddling. The water was pretty clear, I think. We saw a lot of kelp.
Definitely calm.
Yes. Definitely calm. And the guide even said it was super chill today. Which meant we had to do paddling.
Well, either way you had to do paddling.
Yeah.
But you don't have to worry about the waves tipping you over. I kind of don't like ocean because they got some pretty good sized waves sometimes. And I have been known to flip out of a kayak before.
That is, I don't remember the name of that point. I'm sorry.
I'm surprised you even tried to guess it.
There's one of the islands, and then one of the ladies in the group took our picture.
That's probably a pretty good picture.
Yeah.
And that's our guide.
Yep. She's off looking. Somebody saw a jellyfish. One of the kids did. And named it Julia the jellyfish. There's some of the kelp. You'll see some more of that later. There's a crooked picture I probably took.
I think it's mine.
Okay, good. Glad to know it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I try to keep them horizontal, but I missed that one. And
we drove out. We paddled out to an island and went around the island and then came back. Raymond accused me of being a passenger princess and taking video instead of paddling like I was supposed to.
So I'm back there in the back seat. I have to drive the kayak and power the kayak. She's up there taking videos.
Oh my goodness. There's some more of the kelp.
There's a lot of kelp. Yep. There's something about that kelp you'll learn here a little bit later.
Yes.
Matter of fact, you're getting close to it right now. So go ahead and tell them about it.
So that little chunk out of that piece of kelp, I actually ate.
I think you owned that chunk.
I ate that chunk too. And here we are.
Is it good?
Yep.
Is everybody happy?
Yes, we like it.
That's you.
Good job.
Hang on, have a good picture of you eating.
Really?
I'm doing a video.
Come on, gotta go.
Do it, let's go.
I'm eating. What do you want? Okay, I'm done.
Yeah. It actually tastes like lettuce.
It does. It's a little earthy kind of flavor, but
and it has more protein than chicken in it.
Yes, lots of protein.
It's healthy to eat.
Gwen said no.
It's a kelp crab.
Nope, Gwen said no.
Linda's right here.
There's really bitten fingers.
Yeah,
I
their
see.
legs, they've got claws and then their legs are also pretty sharp.
There's another one right here.
You say is that another one?
This guy's pretty big as far as kelp crabs go.
Right?
There was a smaller one I would let you guys hold it, but this one's a little pokey.
Can I please hold it?
No, they said no.
Take me over there. Right in this.
If you come over closer, you can see him.
No.
Yes. Gwen, you're a great crab model.
So she did actually end up letting the kids hold the crab, and the second youngest girl ended up putting it back in the ocean. And the crab actually has kelp growing on it, and she said that's camouflaging so that they can hide, obviously, in the kelp. There's a good close-up of the underbelly. And this crab was actually missing one claw. There's Raymond holding it.
It had the claw when I had it. Didn't have it, and it still didn't have it when I let it go.
He did not take it off.
I did not eat it.
And then on our hike, I found my little geological marker.
It was on the Bowman Trail hike,
Yeah.
because that's what it says later.
Yep.
And then this is, of course, it's kind of right along the same edge of the bank that we paddled. We were out there kind of like that, but not a group that big.
Right.
We saw 2 groups that size out there on that. And I don't know what's so special about that island. Our guide didn't stop there.
Not that long. Oh, we did see a porpoise out while we were kayaking and when we were on this hike. And we met another couple, and she thought maybe it was a humpback, but we had seen a porpoise out earlier.
Yeah, it was way too small.
Yeah.
Then we saw a statue, if you can say that word.
I can't say that word. I can say Maiden of Deception Pass. And the story is that she met some underwater king.
Had to marry him to keep the fish and the wildlife and the plants and all growing.
Yep. Even though her
And then
parents didn't
Jen
want-
saw this sign.
Yeah, this was going up on part of the hike, and yeah, falling can be deadly. You're right.
And then you see places like this.
Yeah.
And you can walk out right to the edge. There's nothing to keep you from falling off. But
Nope. Well, there was one little rail, but
except common sense, stay away.
yes. We all know common sense is not common.
It ain't.
Nope.
There's more rocks and more ocean.
Of course. What else would we give you?
And then when we started back the other way on Bowman Bay hike, is what it is, Bowman Bay.
Well, that's directions to Bowman Bay. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good little hike. It was steep for a little bit, but then it flattened out, and there's the actual Bowman Bay. So this is 2 maps, one on the left, one on the right. The one on the left, the upper part is in yellow, is where we will be the next couple of days. And then on the right, starting with that red in the top, you can see our trajectory down. Each color is a different campground or area. And
we're actually headed back home.
Yeah, we're technically, again, we are headed back home. We are headed south. And when we hit that orange dot down there at the bottom, we will then go east and be back home around the end of July or so.
Yep. And then we went in town for a supper at Dad's Cafe.
Yeah.
And it was great. They have the best barbecue and they have the best roast beef sandwich. And then kind of drove around town, saw the pier and
the marina.
The marina. And, you look at the sailboats. And I told Jen, I said, if you live here and you don't have a sailboat, you're hurting.
Or a kayak.
Or a kayak. I mean, it is an absolute beautiful place to go sailboating and kayaking. If you enjoyed our video, please select the subscribe and the like button below. To get to our next video, select one of the tabs. Comments are always welcome.